Welcome to Puerto Rico English News, the only English-speaking broadcast of local Puerto Rican news and entertainment. Please subscribe. Keep us alive.
Saturday, March 19th, although Lieutenant Nelson Sotelo Morales assured that there is collaboration between state and federal authorities, Puerto Rico is going through a fraud epidemic. Anyone who has a cell phone has certainly received a call from a strange number, sometimes identified as spam or simply not recorded among their contacts. You may answer since it may be a genuine call, and then the fraud scheme is unleashed. Friday, March 18th, a woman was the victim of fraud after $1,000 was withdrawn from her accounts at two financial institutions. The victim received a call in which they asked for her email, and then they withdrew the money from two banking accounts. The police report indicates that the 24-year-old victim received a call in which they told her that for maintenance of the ATH mobile application system they needed her email, which she provided. The FBI warns about these common scams. Online dating scams. Cybercriminals use online dating apps or social networking sites to strike up conversations with unsuspecting, potential targets. After cultivating a relationship and earning your trust, they will need funds for a plane ticket, or another expense, and ask you to wire money or buy a gift card to help pay for it. The fake online retail store. Cybercriminals set up a fake store online, or on social media, that offers products at cheaper than usual prices or for items you might urgently need. At checkout, you may not have the option to use a trusted third-party payment platform, meaning criminals could directly access your information. They may also ask for payment by wire or gift card so that it can't be traced. Bogus tech support scam. You receive a request via email, pop-up window, text or a phone call from tech support claiming your computer or phone has malware. They ask for payment to fix the defects or for remote access to your computer. Government imposter scam. You receive a request from someone claiming to be a U.S. government agency urging you to settle a debt right away. Pay money upfront in order to quickly receive some type of federal funds or to verify your personal information. They claim you could be arrested, lose your home or see Social Security benefits withheld. Fraudulent email scam. You receive an unsolicited email about an opportunity to work from home or to buy cheap services or about an account of yours that will be deactivated. The email sender asks you to take immediate action by sending them money or providing account information via a link in the body of the email. The kidnapping scam. The victim receives a call claiming a kidnapping is in progress of the victim's loved one. They refuse to allow the victim to hang up the phone until they transfer thousands of dollars into an account from a mobile application or go to a bank, withdraw funds and leave the bundle in a designated spot. They are also made to believe that they are being watched. The arrest warrant scam. The caller tells the victim they have an outstanding warrant for their arrest, usually for failure to appear in court. The caller tells their victim that they are law enforcement and that the victim must transfer funds into a specified account to avoid being arrested. The prize-winning scam. The caller tells the intended victim that they have won a prize. In order to receive the funds, they must provide their bank account information. Authorities urge citizens to drive to the police station while on the phone, if they feel they are being threatened, and never give out personal or banking information to random callers or unknown websites.
Saturday, March 19th, authorities report a violent morning with 4 murders in Humacao, Garabo, and La Proa, Puerto Rico. Authorities identified a woman and a man shot in a residential district and another 21-year-old shot in San Juan, Puerto Rico. Sunday, March 20th, Manatí, Puerto Rico, 2 young people were shot to death in the early hours of Sunday, in events that occurred on PR2, at the intersection of PR 6685, in Manatí. The victims' names have not been released at this time. Saturday, March 19th, Carolina, Puerto Rico, the police reported a 27-year-old man was found shot to death, bringing the number of murders Saturday to 5. The names of the victims have not been released. Tuesday, March 15th, Vega Alta, Puerto Rico, 2 men were killed by one or more unknown individuals who opened fire in a reported incident on 12th Street in the Sabana neighborhood in Vega Alta, reported the police. Agents from the Homicide Division of the Vega Baja Criminal Investigation Corps are in charge of the investigation. A vehicle with multiple gunshots was seized at the scene. One of the men killed was 19 years old.
Monday, March 21st, Bonito, Puerto Rico, a 16-year-old teenager died of a shot to the chest, while he was in a residence, in the Los Cuadritos sector, in Bonito. According to the police, the young man and another minor shared a residence when they found a firearm and the unfortunate accident occurred.
Monday, March 21st, Puerto Rico, search and rescue personnel managed to recover the body of a young man who fell off a cliff in a camping area near Las Piedras del Collado, also known as the Tetas de Calle Hill, reported the Emergency Management Bureau and Disaster Administration. Authorities identified the young man as Rene Hanfwurzel, 25. Meanwhile, the commissioner of the Emergency Management Bureau, Nino Correa, explained that he would have fallen about 400 feet from the peak.
Thursday, March 17, Rio Grande, Puerto Rico, rescue personnel from the Municipal Office for Emergency Management rescued 5 tourists Thursday, who called the 911 emergency system to report that they had been lost during a walk by the Pico del Toro in El Yunque, in the jurisdiction of Rio Grande. Angel Vasquez, coordinator of search and rescue of the Emergency Management Department, indicated that the 5 people are in good health.
Wednesday, March 16, after a lengthy judicial process, the former mayor of Guaynabo, Puerto Rico was sentenced to 3 years probation for a case of sexual violence and sexual harassment. Hector O'Neil still has a case pending before the state courts for lewd acts despite the fact that he pleaded guilty to other crimes last February, revealed the president of the Office of the Panel of the Special Independent Prosecutor, Nydia Cota Vives. The well-known mayor was charged with sexually assaulting a policewoman. The investigators claim that he paid nearly $500,000 to the police officer and her boyfriend. O'Neil resigned in June 2017 after serving more than 2 decades as mayor of the wealthy city of Guaynabo just southwest of San Juan, Puerto Rico's capital.
March 3, Carolina, Puerto Rico, phones across Puerto Rico began to ring as members of a private WhatsApp group, dedicated to helping others in the U.S. territory, stared at their screens in disbelief. The businessman they knew as administrator of that chat, Johnny Williams, someone who organized philanthropic efforts such as a Christmas toy drive for needy children and renovations for an elementary school, had just been arrested. Connor Vincent Monte was allegedly a leader of a violent gang sought by Canadian authorities on charges including first-degree murder. He had been on the run for more than a decade. Authorities don't know exactly when Monte, 44, arrived in Puerto Rico, but they believe he had been using the alias Johnny Williams for a while. The 6'1" fugitive settled into a rural, eastern mountain community near El Yunque rainforest, living in a working-class neighborhood. Every month, Monte would accompany employees of a non-profit organization known as Karma Honey Project to a farmer's market in the nearby city of Carolina, said a woman who declined to give her name out of fear. No one knew anything, she said, adding that she remembers his quiet demeanor the most. We were surprised. Others who met Monte said they were struck by his charisma, good looks and biological knowledge about bees, adding that he was a frequent name-dropper who easily made connections with Puerto Rico's wealthiest residents. He didn't like having his picture taken but didn't make any effort to hide. He even met with Puerto Rico's agriculture secretary and a local senator and was invited to the governor's mansion last month for his role in trying to save honeybees after Hurricane Maria as part of his involvement with the Karma Honey Project. It's like a Netflix story, said Antonio Torres, Chief Deputy U.S. Marshal for the District of Puerto Rico. Monte has been denied bail and is awaiting extradition to Canada.
Wednesday, March 23, Caguas, Puerto Rico, the murder trial of Steven Sanchez Matir is underway this month. He is charged with killing Pedro Marrero Diaz at the HEMA hospital in Caguas on August 2, 2019. The victim was convalescing in the hospital when, according to the investigation, the accused reached his room on the 5th floor and fired 12 shots at him, causing his death. The court agreed to admit into evidence the security camera footage of the accused allegedly entering and leaving the hospital, the date and time of the murder.
Wednesday, March 23, San Juan, Puerto Rico, one of the 7 defendants for money laundering and fraud against the Municipality of Mayaguez, informed the federal court in San Juan that he will plead guilty. March 2019, the federal prosecutor's office filed an indictment against the former advisor to Mayaguez Mayor Jose Guillermo Rodriguez, pictured above, and 6 other people for allegedly committing cyber fraud and money laundering offenses. Among the defendants are former Judge Arnaldo Irizarry, who also served as legal counsel for the city council until 2019. Federal authorities have brought charges against Steve Minger, Stephen Kirkland, Alejandro Riera-Fernández, Joseph Kirkland, Roberto Mejill Tellado, and Eduardo Garcia-Jiménez. According to the indictment, between March 2016 and June 2018, the defendants orchestrated a scheme to defraud the Mayaguez municipality of funds. Likewise, the fraud arose after the defendants filed a false representation as an investment broker for $9 million of funds from the municipality. For the scheme, the defendants would have used about 13 established companies and other ghost companies to receive and transfer hundreds of thousands of dollars from the Mayaguez municipality. Allegedly, they promised the municipality that the investment would yield significant economic returns with a return rate of over 8%. On several occasions, Garcia-Jiménez had transferred these funds to other bank accounts in coordination with Stephen Kirkland, a financial advisor at Union Bank Investment Services. Joseph Kirkland, Stephen's brother and president of a financial institution, transferred approximately $10,000 to a personal account at Heritage Oak Bank. Then about $500,000 was transferred to Garcia-Jiménez's personal account. Then $100,000 was transferred to Stephen Kirkland and $1.14 million to Garcia-Jiménez's Wells Fargo bank account. According to the indictment, the defendants had used the money to purchase a cruise ship, jewelry, clothing, tuition payments for a school, restaurants, utilities, credit card payments, home decor, and property improvements such as construction of a complex pool and payments on mortgage.
Wednesday, March 15, San Juan, Puerto Rico. Preliminary hearing continues against mental health assisted care homeowner charged with second-degree murder of a young mental patient. October 2021, the Justice Department filed a second-degree murder charge against the owner and director of the care home, Mayor Elena Perez-Oyola, for the death of 20-year-old Jaydie Nicole Alvarez, pictured above. This is the result of an investigation by the agency's Medicaid Fraud Control Unit, following a referral from the Department of Family Services, which concluded that the death of young Jaydie Nicole Alvarez, on August 5, 2018, occurred as a result of the abrupt withdrawal of her prescribed medications. Justice Secretary Domingo Emanuele Hernandez explained in a press release. Jaydie Nicole Alvarez died on August 5, 2018 at the age of 20.
In tourism news, Wednesday, March 23, Puerto Rico will host the International LGBTQ+ Travel Association Convention in 2023. The organization chose the island for its commitment to diversity and inclusion. The Puerto Rican destination was also chosen for its 40th anniversary celebration due to its lively LGBTQ+ scene. The event will be the organization's first convention in the Caribbean since 1985.
Here's your weather for the week, for San Juan and the north side of the island. Thank you for subscribing. Be sure and follow us on Facebook for up-to-date weather, news, jobs, entertainment and information. Search Puerto Rico English News or follow the link in the description. Have an amazing week.